YouTube, today we're going to continue to use the Flapple Golduck team. If you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And try out the rental code while you do have the chance. You have 2 weeks to grab the team before it expires. Pay's been available in the description down below. Team Builder coming out tomorrow, but otherwise, let's get started and play some games. All right, Gastrodon, Rillaboom, Thundurus, Zacian, Incineroar, and the Landorus variant. It looks like a pretty interesting team for the most part. I'm kind of wondering what kind of Thundurus that is, because looking at the team, I feel like it would be Defiant, but it could be Prankster support. I feel like it's Defiant though. Like, I think Defiant makes a lot of sense here. What do I want to go here specifically to question? So I don't really like my options, I think, against this team. I like the Flapple picking up KOs, but there is double Intimidate, which sucks. I think if I leave the Gastrodon alone, I could potentially win, but there is the Rillaboom that's making the water mode really annoying here. So I'm not exactly too sure what I go here. I think it's like Golduck plus Kyogre right away. I think the Icy Wind pressure would be really nice against their team. Have the Flapple in the back, and I think Talonflame is the last one, because I don't really like Urshifu in this matchup too much. Well, I guess Urshifu might have been a better brain. What could I have done? Maybe like Urshifu was better just because of the wicked blow pressure against like a lot of their mons. Like Choice Banded Urshifu would blow back probably the Gastrodon, but the problem is I think I'm giving Gastrodon boost, which is going to be a little bit difficult. So I think I had to bring Flapple regardless. So we're going to see the Thundurus and the Zacian right here. Oh boy, I don't know what kind of sets you are, but we could see some passive plays. We could see some offensive plays here. Is it Rillaboom Gastro in the back? If it's Rillaboom Gastro in the back, getting rid of the Zacian is absolutely huge, because then Flapple, I think, will win. So let's see how this is going to go here. If it's Defiant Thundurus, I'm actually in a really good spot here. I'm just scared because, like, Defiant Thundurus seems like a Dynamax Pokemon here, but I don't know, because their mons really don't Dynamax much. I think the only one that's, like, really common would be Landorus. Rillaboom could be, like, a semi one. I feel like this would be Defiant Thundurus, so let's find out. They could go with the Gastrodon. It's a very safe passive play here. I could definitely see it. I'm gonna go for Icy Wind, Choice Specs, Water Spout turn 1 though, and we're gonna go aggressive here. So this works out for me as Zacian protects. Oh, but they didn't Dynamax, so I'm assuming it's like Eerie Impulse or Thunder Wave. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine though, because this Water Spout's still going to hurt the Thundurus quite a bit here. So not a bad play, I think, for me. I think it works out because I get a huge amount of damage in the Thundurus immediately. I might pick up the knockout depending on the Thundurus set, because this is Choice Specs Water Spout. Even if I'm -2 special attack, this thing does a lot of damage. So if we are able to pick up the knockout into Thundurus immediately, that would be really solid. Let's see if we are able to. Water Spout going to come out into the Thundurus. Yeah, like, I blew that thing back. I blew that thing back. Okay, really solid right there. That's really solid. Okay, beautiful. Rillaboom gonna come out. Ooh, even better for me, I think. Even better for me. Okay, so I like Talonflame coming up here and probably protect the Golduck. I think that's pretty solid here. I do have the Sash on Golduck. And yeah, okay, let's bring out our Talonflame. Yeah, I think protect and go Talonflame is like the right call here. Now, the problem is I still have to play around a Rillaboom. I mean, I do have Icy Wind and a Brave Bird as an option to Rillaboom potentially. I wonder, did they just not bring Gastrodon? Because no Gastrodon is just really interesting here. Bring out the Talonflame here. I don't know. Do they fake out Behemoth Blade? I think they could fake out the Kyogre, but I think they would Grassy Glide here and just like, let's see. No, it's fake out into the Golduck. Okay. Is this Behemoth Blade then? Play rough. Okay, I resist that at least. Yeah, I take it. I probably live I don't know if I live Glide, actually. I think this is okay, though. I think I get a free Icy Wind off for some speed control, and I go for the Brave Bird here, I think. Rillaboom's carry Protect in this format, but I feel like they might Grassy Glide to Golduck. I could definitely see that as a play, so I'm just going to go for the offensive Brave Bird, I think. Let's see here. I'm fine with losing both of these Pokemon because the Icy Wind on Golduck could be huge for specifically against the Zacian. If I'm able to knock out the Rillaboom, I'm in a fantastic spot, I think. If I don't pick up the knockout, though, it's a little bit awkward. We're going to see the Rillaboom retreat here, actually. Okay. Gastrodon is revealed. Okay. So they really want that Eerie Impulse off before. Icy Wind going to come out into both Pokemon. That's fine. Okay. And I will get a Brave Bird off. Oh, will I go down to Recoil? And then I'll lose my Sash on the Golduck, which is a little bit awkward. I mean, I think I should be fine. I live on a little bit. That's actually huge. Oh, wait. They missed a play rough. That's a little bit awkward for me, actually. It's actually awkward for both because Brave Bird looks like it KOs the Gastrodon again, which is actually huge. Actually, this might not be that bad now that I think about it. Yeah, this might not be that bad. Okay, this is a little bit strange. So I want to Icy Wind here and Brave Bird the Gastrodon because if they don't want to protect on Gastrodon, this is absolutely huge. Although if they Dynamax, I guess they could I haven't seen a Dynamax from them. That's the thing. We haven't Dynamax either, but I am waiting heavily for the Flapple to Dynamax. I'm just going to Icy Wind Brave Bird though, the Gastrodon. If they max here, it's actually really interesting, I suppose. We'll find out though. They just protect here, which is perfectly fine now. Okay. Okay. That means I could get in Flapple. Ooh, wait. I actually have a pretty solid play coming up, I think. Brave Bird in the Gastro. Okay. They go for... This should be KO into the Talonflame with the Behemoth Blade. Oh, do I want to go for a hard commitment read? I kind of do. Okay, so goodbye Talonflame. That's fine. I actually think I know what play I want to make. Okay. So my play here, which might be really strange, I think is to go Flapple. Oh, is this going to work? Is this going to work? I hope it does because I really want it to. I could go Kyogre and threaten the Choice Specs Water Spout, but that I think is a terrible play. I'd rather go Flapple here and threaten the Gastrodon, and I think they'll be super scared of what's coming up. Okay. So here's my idea. I think Gastrodon switches out into Rillaboom because I think they want the Gastrodon because I think walling is pretty huge here. So I think my play here is to soak the Flapple slot and go for the Max Whirl. And now the reason I think I want to make this play is because I'm expecting to switch to Rillaboom. I might lose my Max Dragon typing, which I think is fine on the Flapple. The big reason I want to do this is I lower the attack on the Zacian. That's now -2 speed, so I outspeed with Flapple. And I just want to resist the Behemoth Blade here. Okay. Huge soak plays. I could have went into the Zacian. Oh, wait, that's also true. I guess if I read this, technically it was better to target the Zacian, but Zacian can protect, which is also a big fear, I think. So that's the reason why. I feel like they go on the offense, though. So I think it's better to target down the Zacian slot. But I don't mind this. I think this is still a really solid play regardless for me. Because Water Flapple is actually really good in this matchup. Okay. Let's go. Soak the Flapple. So it's a water type. And here comes a Max Dragon. This is still Hustle Life Orb boosted. Really solid damage. Oh, wait, but Rillaboom's Grassy Glide is still threatening. I thought I would pick up the KO too. Oh, they play rough. Oh, that damage is not great for me. Rain stops. Okay. Oh, no Max Guard here is really awkward. All right. Icy Wind should KO the Rillaboom. Oh, one last. I should have soaked the I should have soaked the other thing. Or I should have just airstreamed. Oh, okay. I think it's Icy Wind again. Go out into Kyogre here. But the thing is, this is going to make... Kyogre's going to go down. No, I have to. I think they have to go for the last ditch Grassy Glide in the Flapple. Oh, and I'm also going to have to take Grav Apples. This is going to be really awkward, I think, endgame wise. Okay, go Kyogre. I actually think we lose. I think I thought I had a big brain play, but I think the big brain play was starting the Zacian and going for the knockout. God dang it. Okay, Grassy Glide. Wait, it doesn't KO the Kyogre? Oh, I know I had the Max Dragon, but I really thought that was going to KO. Okay, that gives me actually a really good shot. Hold on, that actually gives me a shot. I didn't KO the Rila? Behemoth Blade into... Okay. Nah, I think I lose still. I needed Icy Wind to KO. Man. Oh. Man, I thought I was like 500 IQ there. I guess I should have aggressively attacked the Zacian. I thought for some reason that they could make a passive play with Zacian. It didn't work out, unfortunately. Okay, we go Flapple here. Is there a chance we win this? I could... Here's the thing. I think Rillaboom always goes out in the Gastrodon, right? So I could Grav Apple that slot. But the thing is, even if I Grav Apple the slot, Zacian's going to pick up a knockout afterwards. So I'm still in a really bad position. I mean, I think my only win con here is to soak the Zacian and go for the Grav Apple and just pray that they stay in with Rillaboom for some reason. I think it's a terrible play from their side if they go for it, but like I don't have another play because otherwise then the Zacian's going to pick up a knockout on Flapple. Yeah, like they should always do this regardless. Like I think it was the only out I have because even if I read the Gastrodon play and let's say I go for the Grav Apple, right? Doesn't matter what I do. Like the best I can do against Zacian is Icy Wind here and Flapple's going down 100%. They should be here Blade the Flapple slot, but they play rough. It would have been regardless. So we go for the Grav Apple here. At least we get to see the animation one time. Oh, I should have. I should have soaked. I read the Gastro switch too, and I thought this play covered both because I was hoping I KO'd a Rillaboom with the Hustle Life Orb still with the Max Dragon, lower the attack on Zacian. So I thought I covered both plays, but unfortunately I didn't pick up the knockout on Rillaboom with either the Icy Wind or the Max Dragon. And then the soak play unfortunately just didn't pay off as a mid ground because like the reason why I didn't soak the Zacian and go for the attack even though I was reading the Gastrodon switch was because I thought that there was a chance that Zacian could protect that turn. So I wanted a mid ground, but unfortunately that mid ground play did not work. I guess I had to hard commit there. Oh, good game regardless. I enjoyed that one. That was fun. A bit too big brain, I think. A bit too big brain, but you know what? It was fun, and that's the first time I got to soak off with the Golduck, so I'm still pretty happy about it. Even though it was a loss, I think I could have still played better. Opponent played well, regardless, and nothing much else to say. It was a good game. If you currently enjoy the content you're watching and want to see more of it, make sure you check out my other YouTube channels, my second YouTube channel, my Eclipse channel, and of course, make sure you follow the action live on my Twitch channel. All links available in the description down below. All right. Interesting Zygarde Colossal team. You got Zygarde, the Colossal Primarina Cradily, which I'm not sure if it works. I mean, it does pair well with the Colossal, but it doesn't help your Primarina's Aqua Jet out. The Bisharp and Thundurus. So a lot of cool Pokemon right here. Kyogre is obviously going to be really important for this match. Golduck might actually be decently important as well. Depends on the Thundurus set. Because is it Define Thundurus or if it's... I can't tell if it's Define or Support. I'd imagine you're probably support on this team, but it really just depends. We will see, I guess. Lead wise, what would be good here? Kyogre for the Origin Pulse pressure, of course, is really solid here. They do have to switch him with Cradily, which is a little bit tempting here, though. What do I want to go? I could lead like Urshifu Kyogre. It's not a terrible lead right off the bat. A little bit tricky. I'm trying to figure out what's the safest lead here. Net Thundurus, if it's like an offensive Thundurus, is a little bit tough right here. So I'm trying to figure out, is there like a really safe lead combination that I have? And I just don't really think there is. I'm gonna go with Regieleki lead. I think Regieleki plus the Golduck. It's really weird here. No, let's go Regieleki Golduck with Kyogre and Urshifu in the back. Oh, I don't know how this is gonna go. I really don't know how this is gonna go. And we'll see how this approaches. If they lead Colossal, they have to worry about the Golduck attacking, which is at least one positive note right here about this. I wonder what they're going to lead, because they got quite a few lead options right here. Gonna be the Cradily and the Thundurus. Okay, interesting lead. Definitely screams like some kind of... I don't know what you're actually trying to do here. Unfortunately, I can't soak in this position because A, I don't have to switch him up, and B, the fact that the Cradily is going to absorb the soak right here. So this is a little bit of an interesting situation. I do think my best play is probably just a setup right here with like a Thunderbolt into the Thundurus, which is a really big threat right here. And I think go for the Icy Wind into Thundurus as well and try to support my Dark Urshifu going for big close combats. But they Dynamax the Cradily is a question though. Dynamax and Cradily would make this matchup really interesting right here, but we will see what they go, I guess. I am a little bit weak to maybe I should have Volt Switched instead, because if they go for Meteor Beam, it might have been better to just go hard Urshifu right here. But let's see. If it's Defiant Thundurus, I don't know if it is. We're going to see a Dynamax though. This is concerning. This is very concerning. Who are you Dynamax? The Cradily is fine, I think. But Thundurus... Not sure, because I don't know what move you're going to go for. All right, so Dynamax Thundurus it is. Okay. As we get a Thunderbolt off. Okay, so it is offensive, I guess. Wow, that Thunderbolt did nothing, so that should probably be Assault Vest confirmed. We're going to see a Max Darkness in the Aleki, which is going to be able to survive. Okay. And then did you double up or did you go for the Golduck slot? I don't mind if you went for the Golduck slot. Golduck's not really as useful, I feel like, in this matchup. We are able to get an Icy Wind off into their team. Not bad. The damage is pretty okay here, but it is going to activate a Defiant potentially. Yep, there is a Defiant right there. Okay. And best case scenario is Cradily takes the knockout, I think, into my my Regieleki, and it looks like they do. Okay, perfect. All right, that's actually really good for me. Hopefully it's into the Aleki. If they miss, it's actually annoying if it's into Aleki. If it's into Golduck, then yeah, missing would actually help, but let's see. Meteor Beam gonna come out into... It is Aleki. Dang, Voltage would have been so good right there, and I mean so good. Okay, that's fine though. I really don't mind that too much. I can go out in my Urshifu right here. Urshifu should be able to take one hit usually, and I should be able to get a Wicked Blow off into the Thundurus, and since it can't protect, Choice Band Wicked Blow is going to do so much, and I think with Icy Wind as a secondary, I think I should be able to pick up the knockout right here. Oh, that Cradily though, looking like a threat, but at least if Colossus in the back, it's not really that much of a threat, and Primarina not going to appreciate Water Spouts, so I do have some good options right here. I do have to pick up some knockouts right here though, specifically into that Thundurus. If it's Cradily, I don't think Cradily can Cradily knock out Urshifu. I guess we'll find out. I'm actually not sure. I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure I'll live like barely the Energy Ball or Giga Drain or whatever they decide to go for. Let's see. I do have to hit Icy Wind onto the Thundurus, I think, if I don't KO with Wicked Blow already. I think it's super close. I think I would miss the KO barely. It should be Assault Vest, so it can't protect. We're gonna see Cradily swap, which is really good for me actually. Into Primarina, fantastic. Fantastic right there. Okay, that's awesome. I'm able to get a Wicked Blow off into the Thundurus. I actually just pick up the KO. Okay, perfect. So goodbye Thundurus. That is a nice direct gone. What's your last Pokemon? Is it actually Colossal? Did you plan on Dynamaxing Colossal and brought it later? Okay, here comes Icy Wind into the Primarina to slow it down. Your restricted Pokemon was Zygarde, which really isn't that much of a threat. As long as I prevent it from getting a sub up, I should just be able to KO with Specs Water Spouts. So I just need to chip away to Primarina, and I need to chip away to Cradily. Now, the thing about this position is still a little bit awkward. See here, because of the fact that Primarina's Moonblast threatening the Urshifu is actually a pretty bad position for me. We're going to see the Cradily come out, which is fine here. We have Dazzling Gleam. That's a little bit awkward. I think my best play, though, is to go Kyogre right here and go for a Icy Wind, because maybe I should have protected. I'm not too sure. The reason I want to save Urshifu is because I definitely, and I mean definitely, need the damage into the Primarina for sure. And I need to keep Urshifu alive. I don't know if they're baiting the Cradily with Protect. Oh, they don't. I could have went for Wicked Blow here. I thought they were going to swap out Cradily to preserve it for the late game. Looks like that's not going to be the case. All right. All right, so we do get a speed drop on the Cradily as well as the Primarina. Let's see what they're going to decide to go for here. It's going to be Perish Song. Oh, are you Liquid Voice and get the Storm Drain boost? Yeah, okay. Okay. You should pick up a KO though. Yeah, Energy Ball. Ooh, that's in the Golduck. Okay, that's fine. The Primarina probably has Aqua Jet though, so not exactly the greatest, but I mean, that's okay. That's 100% okay, I think. I definitely need a Thunder in the Primarina. I think I protect Golduck. No, I think I hard swap actually in Urshifu. The reason I think I go hard Urshifu is a few things. One, the Aqua Jet, of course, which I'm hoping Specs Thunder can knock out the Primarina. I have no idea how bulky this Primarina is though, and if it has a lot of speed def, I'm in a lot of trouble here. But I want to go Urshifu because if they double protect you to scout for like moves, I think it's the better option because of Wicked Blow. And let's see what Cradily goes on the offense. Specs Thunder does pick up a knock on Primarina. That's a huge knockout actually. As let's find out what are you doing with Cradily here. Energy Ball. I should live, I think. Yeah, I do live. Okay. Whew. And if it's Zygarde in the back, that's fine. Oh, actually, E-Speed would be a little bit concerning, huh? Zygarde does come out. I should be fine for the most part, though. I think this is just a switch from... Oh, wait, no. Zygarde doesn't get access to E-Speed this gen. All right, let's go Golduck right here, and let's go for a Close Combat or Wicked Blow. I feel like Choice Band and Wicked Blow just knocks out Cradily. I really think it does. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Choice Band and Wicked Blow. I'm like very confident because I know that Cradily probably is pretty offensive by the damage from Energy Ball because Cradily doesn't have the best spin def. Also, Kyogre pretty high spin def or high special attack, high spin def. Wicked Blow into Cradily does pick up a knockout. Okay, cool. If you're Dragon Dance on Zygarde, that's fine because the Golduck with the rain will allow me to outspeed, get an Icy Wind off potentially. If you go for 1,000 Waves, that's fine too. Oh, so this is like their own take on Perish, which is actually a pretty sick idea. So they got a Perish team with this Cradily. The Storm Drain is like really similar ideas, I think, to the Perish team that I used previously. And yeah, I think it's a really sick option right here. So unfortunately, it's not going to work out for me because I had a very aggressive team that picked up some really quick knockouts right here. So yeah, I am going to go for an Ice Beam and Wicked Blow here. Yeah, that's why I thought they were going to preserve the Cradily. I thought they were going to like... Because the Primarina got the knockout in Urshifu, and I imagine it has Moonblast because I think Urshifu is a really big threat to Perish. Like, they pick up a knockout right there, and then I thought... Well, they don't know, I guess, if I'm Sash or Urshifu. No, the Golduck did reveal Sash at that point. I think it did, so they definitely could have went forward. Would have been a threat right there. I thought they were going to preserve Cradily because I think Cradily was a win condition, but maybe they didn't know like what my item was on Kyogre, which is fair. They didn't know whether I was Ice Beam or Thunder, so maybe they thought, oh, I'm solo Thunder. And like Ice Beam can't touch the Cradily, so I'll just get rid of everything around the Kyogre and Cradily will win. But I did have access to both options, and I think that was very scary. There were actually like quite a few options that really were threatening. The Cradily was threatening. I was actually really surprised with Defiant Thunders on the team though, because Defiant Thunders was not according to my calc. If I Volt Switched though with the Eliki, would have been a really solid spot. But I don't know if they would... Like, I think they could have airstreamed. I think they had like quite a few plays that they could have went for right there. And if I Volt Switched and they airstreamed into Golduck immediately, I would have been in such a terrible position, I think. So I guess if they airstream Meteor Beam to Eliki too, it's also not a great position, huh? No matter what, it was a little bit tricky, I think, no matter what I chose. Unless I went for Electro Icy Wind, which might have actually been the best option there. But I think Eliki would have gone down to Max Darkness, and then the Meteor Beam would have been awkward. So yeah, I think it just really... I would have had to know the set ahead of time. All right, interesting team. The Rayquaza, the Registeel. Okay, haven't seen that Pokemon in a while. Regieleki, Urshifu, Incineroar, and Grimmsnarl. Looks like a pretty interesting team. What do I want to go against this? Of course, that Rayquaza is actually very annoying because of the fact that Airlock is going to prevent my abilities from really working here. So this is definitely not going to be an easy one for sure, but I do have some decent tools against it, I feel like. Specifically, that Grimmsnarl's a bit annoying because I have no idea which set's going to be. The Regieleki can be a little bit tough right here. There's a lot of threatening Pokemon, so I like Kyogre in this matchup. I do want Choice Specs Water Spout to obliterate. I do have to get rid of the Eliki for that to work, though. Eliki plus my Talonflame doesn't seem like a bad lead here. I like Eliki. I like Talonflame or Urshifu as well, because if it's not Focus Sash Eliki, I just Wicked Blow and do a lot of damage. Although if they lead Grimmsnarl, I don't really like that as much, so I think I'd rather just lead Eliki plus the Talonflame. I think it's a pretty good starter. And then in the back, I like Kyogre a lot damage-wise, and then Urshifu. Now the question is, what max am I going for here? Now I wanted to bring Flapple, but the only problem with Flapple is I don't really like it against a few of these Pokemon. Specifically, the Ray is a little bit awkward. I can go for Max Dragon, but the thing that makes it really awkward is going to be specifically the Regieleki on their side. I don't have the best tools for their Regieleki, so let's see how this is going to go. We're going to see Regieleki plus the... no, it's actually Grimmsnarl plus Ray. Okay, interesting lead. I'm okay with that, though. As I lead Talonflame plus the Regieleki right here. And, oh, I don't know if they have Fake Out. This is a pretty interesting position. Turn 1 right here. I could go for Electroweb, which isn't a bad play. I could go straight for the Thunderbolt into the Grimmsnarl. The damage is pretty nice here. I don't know. Would they Airstream Eliki? I really doubt it. Would they Spirit Break, though? That's definitely a possibility. I think I want to Tailwind up with the Talonflame simply, and I think Volt Switch is just fine here. Into Grim. Let's see if this is gonna work out though, because I'm actually not sure. This lead definitely is a bit strange here. No Dynamax gonna come out. Okay, this could be like Sword Stance, Setup Ray, just Light Screen. Okay, that's completely okay. And that means they shouldn't be going for... Okay, what's nice is that means they shouldn't be going for... What's it called? Wow, that Volt Switch did nothing. And I mean nothing. Okay, we get to go Urshifu here. Jeez, I thought I would do more damage to Grimmsnarl than that, but... Ooh, are you sword stance though? That's my concern here on the Ray. Just earth power. Okay, so it's special. No surprise there. I had a suspicion, but I wasn't sure. Ooh, they have E-Speed. E-Speed Life Orb would be scary, but I mean, I think they have Dragon Step for sure. I just don't know what the last moves would be. I think Protect and probably one other, but not exactly too sure. I'm going to go for the Brave Bird into the Grimmsnarl, and I think we go for a Wicked Blow here into the Grimmsnarl as well. I'm pretty sure Brave Bird, because of the fact that I'll outspeed the Grimmsnarl before I can get a Reflect Up with the Prankster because of Gale Wings, I should be able to get the KO onto Grimmsnarl with the Wicked Blow. And the reason I want to lock myself in a Wicked Blow is because if the Raytar is a Talonflame here, I still have like a Choice Banded Wicked Blow pressure instead of Close Combat, which I think is better against their entire team, but we'll see here. Kyogre, I think, might have to Dynamax here. Kyogre might be my Dynamax Pokemon, and it might be the best way to go here. We're going to see a Dynamax come out from the Ray here. No surprise here. I don't know what they're going for, but this means no Extreme Speed, which is actually pretty solid for me. As we are going to see... Oh, what would have been nice here, actually? I could have also Wicked Blowed the Rayquaza and Brave Bird, and I don't know if that would pick up the knockout, though. It really just depends on the Rayquaza set, but Choice Banded Wicked Blow, I would imagine, would have done a lot of damage. Here comes a Brave Bird into their Grimmsnarl. Really solid damage. Yeah, Wicked Blow, Choice Band should KO before, yeah, and they do go for Reflect. No surprise there. Okay. Okay, that's perfect. What are they going for with the Ray here? Is the big one. Probably Max Airstream, I would guess. I would say they go for Max Airstream, which is completely fine. We are able to get a Wicked Blow KO onto their Grimmsnarl, which is nice here. And we are going to see a Max Airstream come out into the Urshifu. Okay, that's perfectly fine. All right, I have Choice Specs Kyogre. Ice Beam looks like a pretty solid play here. The only problem is Registeel. Registeel actually kind of seems like a threat if it's like Amnesia. If it's Amnesia, that's the set I'm worried about here. Otherwise, I think I go Kyogre here pretty safely, and then I throw off a Choice Specs Ice Beam. I know this is not Assault Vest. I know it's Light Screen, so I might have to double up the Ray here with Brave Bird plus Ice Beam. But with the Tailwind, I should outspeed at least, which is a positive note here. Let's see if they go like... Okay, they go their own Elekey, which is fine here. Oh... I could also just go for like Water Spout as well. That wouldn't be that bad of an option. Would I want to go for Water Spout here and chip away these Pokemon? Not a bad idea. The problem is Kyogre will take a bunch of damage afterward, which I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, I don't think this is going to be Sash Elekey. I think Specs Water Spout will KO unless it's Scarf. If it's Scarf, that's really annoying, but I think I'm going to go Reggie Elekey here, and I think I'm actually just going to throw off a Water Spout because I think Max on the Elekey can actually win this game. So let's see if I'm right here. I want to get in Reggie Elekey immediately because I want the Electro pressure potentially against the Ray, I think, coming up. Water Spout going to come out. Solid amount of damage to both Pokemon. It does pick up the knockout in Elekey. Gets a crit. I don't think that's going to matter because this is... Well, it's not boosted in Rain. They have a Light Screen, but Choice Specs basically makes that up. So we're going to see the Airstream in the Kyogre. No surprise there. I just didn't want Talonflame in for a position I just didn't think was worth it. So we are going to see the... Okay, the Ray is still pretty strong right here with the screens up. Let's see what their last Pokemon is. I think I positioned this to the best of my ability. We're going to see the Urshifu come out, actually. Okay, it's a Water Urshifu. That's a little bit awkward right here. That is a little bit awkward right here. Actually... Oh, okay, I think I see it play out. It's Electroweb right here, and then change, go for a Max Hailstorm into the Ray. The reason I do this is because this should allow me to live like Kyogre will live Aqua Jet from the Urshifu. Electroweb will slow these Pokemon down. I have Tailwind up with Kyogre still, so I should outspeed the Ray and then knock out with the Hailstorm, which is beautiful. And I break the Sash on Urshifu. So, oh, this is a really close game though, because I don't know if the Ray has Max Guard, for instance. Would they go for the Max Guard? If they go for Max Guard, it's really ugly. And I mean really ugly. That means I would have had to double in that. Would double in the Urshifu have been a bad play? I actually, now that I think about it, don't think that was a bad play at all. Oh, maybe that was the call. Okay, we'll see here though. We'll see. Okay, nice. No Max Guard. Perfect. So I am able to get the Electro buff. Huge damage into both of those Pokemon, lowering that speed of the Urshifu and the Rayquaza, which is really nice. We are going to be able to get a Hailstorm off into the Ray. Oh, this was a close one. So goodbye, Rayquaza. Really love to see that. So Rayquaza goes down. And yeah, we should be good here because I think I just have too many attacks to hit the Urshifu. Unless it's Rock Slide or Urshifu. We'll see here though. Maybe Eliki lives to Searching Strikes because of the weather change, but I don't think it's going to be the case. They go for close combat. Why close combat? Okay. So they go for close combat. I mean, that does not change anything. I mean, I just Brave Bird into Max Lightning and it just secures the game. I really don't know why they went for close combat right there, but I mean, at the end of the day, I should win. I do have both my Pokemon do outspeed the Urshifu because of the Electro Web. Speed decrease, unless this was Scarf or Urshifu, and if it's Scarf or Urshifu, that's fine because Talonflame will still outspeed and KO the Urshifu regardless. So yeah, I just go for Brave Bird right here into the Urshifu, and I go for Max Lightning here. If they protect, Max Lightning will KO them through that protect, so they don't have an option. Oh, Ray was a tough one. Ray is definitely a tough one, mainly because, oh, you know what sucks here? I think Flapple would have actually done well. I mean, Flapple like didn't take any damage from most of their Pokemon and done a lot, but the problem is the Ray was, I thought, too problematic, and I wasn't sure what kind of Grimmsnarls that they were, and I wasn't confident in my ability to knock out Grimm as quickly as I did. That Grimmsnarl was a little bit tricky to deal with, so I wasn't too sure. Flapple, I also don't know the Airstream calcs on the Ray, if it outspeeds the Flapple or not. I mean, if it gets +2, then my Flapple's kind of screwed right there, I think. So I think it was better to have the Kyogre. I think the Urshifu really did hit really hard. It did force them to target, which is really nice there. And yeah, that was a tough one. I couldn't bring my Golduck or my Flapple in that, which are usually actually the key components, surprisingly. But luckily, Specs Kyogre was able to dish out enough damage, I think. And Talonflame, big Brave Bird into that Grimmsnarl. That damage was really crucial, actually. And that is the show. Oh, I love this team. It's actually really fun. And the team, I didn't think it was going to work as well. I was losing for sure when I started using this team. But then when I started learning more and more about the team, it actually performed really well. And it actually went quite crazy. And Flapple did so much damage. The Kyogre Urshifu, of course, just did a lot. The Golduck was really fun. The Icy Wind and Silk strategies. I didn't get to use it with the Eliki, which was one of the things I want to use, like Golduck Kyogre. Hope they target the Kyogre and then go Eliki and then the Silk mode. But man, I didn't think I would get it off with the Flapple, which was another concept, but could have worked out. But if you did enjoy today's episode, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. Try out the rental code on your screen. You have 2 weeks to grab the team. Paste been available in the description down below, and Team Builder coming out tomorrow. But otherwise, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.